A rocket attack hit as I and another fellow were walking to the flight line to leave Dongtan for our flight to Bien Hao. We hit the ground and a rocket hit right next to us. I swore it landed on the guy in front of me. I was lifted up into the air and dropped back on the ground again. I could not hear anything. I crawled to the guy in front of me and he was in one piece also with a loss of hearing. All we could figure was that the rocket had a delayed fuse on it and buried itself in the muddy ground before it blew up, which lifted us up into the air and dropped us on the ground again. Neither one of us could hear properly. If we shouted in each other's ear, we could hear the other guy barley like he was very far away in a tunnel. It was a bunker buster rocket. If it had a regular fuse on it, it would have blown us into small, unrecognizable pieces. Geez, we weren't out of it yet, and only one more day to go for us both. I have to get out of here. The law of averages was looking for us big time. Many of us sent hold baggage home. I sent a parachute and my .45 and some souvenirs for my brothers and sisters I bought in Saigon. None of it made it home. As a bunch of us were waiting in line to get on the Freedom Bird, as it was called, to go back to the real world, as that was called, we could see the new guys getting off the plane to start their first tours of Vietnam. They looked apprehensive and frightened, just as we did when we landed here. I felt sorry for them. A lot of them would die here. A whole year of misery for many of them if they are lucky enough to last a year here. No one can explain to them what Vietnam would be like. They would have to find out for themselves. I had tears in my eyes, both for them and I guess for me. I was getting out of here alive and in one piece. I didn't plan on that happening, but it did happen, and it put my mind on a different level of existence. Now what? Life that I didn't plan on having, and I'm not going to Bondi Beach to my pizza place and see my girlfriend. Home in the United States seemed like a foreign place to me. I was afraid of it. I had become accustomed to Vietnam, and it became the real world for me. And Australia was my goal once I thought I might be leaving Vietnam alive. My letter writing back home near the last third of my tour left something to be desired. Australia became my priority at this point, not the United States. Oh well, I was happy to be getting out of the danger of Vietnam, and I had my whole life in front of me, and I would be seeing my family again. As the jet plane lifted off the ground, a cheer went up from the guys in the plane. We made it out alive. As long as an RPG or a .51 caliber didn't get us, that is, I was thinking, we are still in Vietnam.